I just sat here and thought that I recorded this whole entire time and I didn't. Here is part 2. Growing up, I never really thought we needed men. I don't know if it's because I've had multiple male figures in my life who disappointed me, which that may actually play a role in my reasoning, but it was more so because I was raised by a woman who I've seen her grow so much, and she is truly such an inspiration to me, and that woman is my mom. In a way, I was raised by a single mom, and I was able to go through so many hardships with her. We lived in an apartment, we didn't have a car, just walking through the snow to her job, coming home at like 3 a.m. But now she has like this full-time job, she has this big old SUV, she bought her house, and like she put her daughter through college and is able to raise another young girl and just be very successful when it comes to her family, to her life, and just manifesting in a way her dream life. Because as a kid, my mom would always tell me, hold your heart. She would say it in French because we speak French. She would be like, attrape ton cœur. She would always repeat that to me every time we were going through something difficult. And she would always tell me like, one day all of this would be over. She was so right. I remember like freshman year of college, I told my mom, I was like, man, do you remember when you would tell me that? And she was like, yeah. And I'm like, wow, I can't believe we are living in the future that you always promised me. My mother has always been extremely independent. She has always been one to do things on her own and always succeed in it. She never asked for help. I don't know what it is about that woman, but she would never ask for help. And in a way, I am the same way. I completely depend on myself. Asking for help, I feel like, to me, would be being like, I thought I had my own back, but it seems like I don't. Now I have to ask for help, which don't think that way. Like, it's always okay to ask for help, especially when it comes to people that you trust completely. But just not seeing my mom ask for help and seeing her work through all of her hardships and all of the situations, that came her way, and her succeeding through those hardships just really inspired me. I've always been extremely independent. I don't know if it's because I was raised as the only child, but I feel like just seeing an independent mother has kind of wired my brain to just be extremely independent as well. And I'm very, very proud of myself for that, because some people need other people, I think once you come to the realization that all you need is yourself, life will do a complete 360 for you. I am a huge fan of girlhood. I am a huge fan of becoming a woman. I've learned so much when it comes to my female friendships. Growing up from elementary school through middle school through high school, even till now, I only have female friendships. And I feel like I've learned how to be caring. I've learned how to be a better friend. I've learned proper morals. I've learned how to be nurturing. I've learned so many things that I feel like are required in order to survive, in order to have proper relationships with other people, and just in order to be a good person. All of my feminine qualities just make me a better human being. Now, I don't know anything about boyhood. I don't know anything about manhood. I would love to have a conversation with a man to really see where womanhood and manhood, or girlhood and boyhood, kind of combine. But back to what I was saying at the very beginning. If you think that you need to be married, no, you don't. If you think that you need to be in a relationship, no, you don't need to be in one. There's no need for it. There's a want for it, but there's not really a need for it. I feel like women can do so much on their own. When it comes to societal terms, like back then in the day, it was more so women do the cooking, the cleaning, the nurturing, having the babies, all of that jazz. When you add that onto what we have now, which is women being engineers, women being doctors, women being basically the whole entire summary of the Barbie movie, women can do absolutely anything that man can do, truly. So that goes back to my saying of, do we actually need men? I promise I'm not a man hater, but I think I've just been raised with feminine energy surrounding me and just being shown that I can do so much on my own as a woman. I do believe that we would do just fine in a world without men. Think about it. And again, I'm not a man hater, so please, if you are a man watching this, which please click off. I'm not hating on you. This video is just an appreciation post for women, and the fact that Women's History Month is actually coming up, I believe next week, is actually insane, because I had no idea. I just had this calling to make this video, and I was just like, I want to speak about women, and I want to speak about my love for women, and I want to speak about how I love being a woman and girlhood. I would also say a huge reason why I love being a woman is because of the feminine energy, the feminine essence. Right now, I currently live in a 3-bedroom apartment with 2 other roommates who are women. And I just feel like our apartment just embodies womanhood. You know, we're all in our early 20s. You can just feel the energy radiate throughout the house with the smells, the aroma, the baking, the girls' night, the face masks. And I just appreciate all those things. I'm just saying that the energy that it is to be a woman is just so warming, so welcoming, and just so loving. And I love it so much. You can actually genuinely feel it. Even me living in this apartment with 2 other women as my roommates, like, you can feel it when you walk into this house. Someone has even said it, a man has even said it. He walked into this apartment, he was like, oh my gosh, you can definitely feel the energy that this is a girl apartment. This is a girl house. And I was like, thank you. I really appreciate that. But I can also say I truly just love being a woman. I really do. I look back at my mom and I look at the children that she raised, which I think she did a great job in raising me. But I also have a little sister, Kahina. She is in karate. She does swimming. She did ballet. She is not afraid of a challenge. She sees a boy. It's not like she even sees them as competition. She sees them as their peer and she sees them as an equal. And she is able to take them down in karate. And I'm like, period. Don't be afraid of these boys. She is truly intelligent. And I feel like if I were to be a kid twice, like if I were to be a kid again, I would want to be her. So truly, I'm just amazed at my little sister. And I think my mom is doing a great job when it comes to raising her children to be extremely independent. For that, I am so thankful and so grateful. I'm also grateful for being a woman. So see you guys soon. Bye.